we force ourselves too much, get too much, until we forget just being. Hi, I'm Isabel Rolo, and welcome to the show, Let It Shine. Hello, welcome to Let It Shine show. Today is with us Deanna Hodges. Welcome to Let It Shine show, Deanna.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming. And for the people that they don't know who is Deanna Hodges, who is Deanna?
Well, basically I'm a fashion designer of Hodges Collection and Etoile. So I have two clothing lines, a women's contemporary line and a young contemporary line. And I also run Fashion Week in Orange County, California, Southern California, called Orange County Fashion Showcase. And we have a big Fashion Week twice a year, and it's right after LA Fashion Week, and it's to showcase all the beautiful places and all the great fashion that goes on in Orange County. And with that being said, it's not just designers from Orange County, but we bring them all to Orange County and put on our shows, and it's a really great time.
When Deanna decides to be a fashion designer?
Gosh, I'm not really sure when I decided to become a fashion designer. Kind of the way it happened was I was working for other people in fashion, and one day I was working for this guy, and he had a fashion line, a swimsuit line, and I said, if he can do it, I can do it. And I decided to start making my own stuff because I'd been in the business long enough, I kind of knew how it worked. And I said, that's easy, and it wasn't easy at all, but I said, if he can do it, I can do it. So I started making my stuff. Back in 2000, I started developing my line, and 2001 put a little bit of a hamper on everything like it did for everyone when September 11th happened. And at that time, my line was very new, so I said, I'm going to go back to college and get my master's degree, and that way if something bad happens again, I'll have something to fall back on. So as soon as I finished, even before I finished my master's degree, I started building a new line, and I've been going ever since.
How you define your style?
My personal style or the style for the lines?
For the lines.
For the lines, the Etoile is a young contemporary line. It's a little more edgy, a lot of fun leggings, sublimated leggings, little fun fashion dresses, fashion pieces. So it's young and not super edgy, but got a little bit of an edge to it, and it's very trendy. Hodges Collection is a little more timeless, a little more upscale, more contemporary, and it's for the woman who wants updated basic stuff that she can keep in her closet for a long time, high quality, really nice fabrics, and it's kind of, I call it California chic because it's very flowy and comfortable, but with some design, but not trendy at all. So a lot of great design aspects. We do a lot of dyes, a lot of really fun tie-dyes that are classics, not the crazy tie-dye from the 60s and 70s, but just a lot of really nice dye treatments to the garments and very, very high quality fabrics.
What inspires you?
What inspires me? I think that people around me inspire me, and things that I see more on the street than anywhere else. I do look at fashion magazines to see what's going on in Paris and in Milan and in different areas of the world. But I really love to see, you know, to walk down at Venice Beach, to walk down in Huntington Beach here in Southern California, and just see what people are putting together on their own. I love the creative indie kind of spirit of people, and that's what inspires me.
So you, in other words, you are like a sponge that go around and they take the ideas from the people in the street, right?
Yes, that and other things that I see out, like architecture and nature, just really beautiful things that move me, kind of lend to my design. And part of that is the flowiness of all of my garments, is because I really like the casual flow. It's upscale casual, but
so it's more like a free spirit.
Free spirit, yeah. I live at the beach, and I was born in Florida where there's beaches everywhere, and it's just very laid back, and flip-flops and dresses and that kind of stuff.
What is your favorite material when you design?
My favorite material when I design, well, of course, is cashmere, but you know, it gets a little warm sometimes here in Southern California. So my favorite, which I make a lot of my dresses out of, is modal. And it's like a jersey, a very nice high-end jersey, a very heavy drapey jersey. So it feels like butter when you put it on. It just
So it's
very
more for
comfortable.
spring or middle time of the
Well,
year?
in Southern California, it's year-round because we live in paradise and it's beautiful weather here. But for like Chicago, they wouldn't wear it in the winter. They would freeze to death. But yeah, for places like the South, where it stays warm a lot, here in Southern California, Mexico, Puerto Rico, different places like that that I sell, it's warm year-round. So they wear my dresses, they order them all year round.
Your favorite color?
Oh gosh, I love purple, rich colors. I tend to wear a lot of black and gray myself just because it's so easy, but I love rich, bold colors. And blue is one of my favorites too.
What will be the color for this summer 2012?
This summer, coral. Like bright oranges and corals are really,
like this
really
color,
big.
like the flowers?
Like the flowers, but even brighter than that.
Yeah.
Like just beautiful salmon colors, coral colors, and orange, really
I
nice
like
orange. Not pumpkin orange, but just a really beautiful like coral orange. It's bright. Bright colors are in.
Any advice to look more stylish when we dress?
Yeah, wear what makes you comfortable. If you put on something and you don't feel comfortable, you're not going to present your best self when you're out and about. And you can be wearing something very basic, but if it makes you feel good, you're gonna be very confident when you're out, and people are gonna go, "Wow, she's amazing," because you feel good about yourself, and it's about you. It's not about everybody else. So wear what makes you feel comfortable and what makes you feel sexy.
How you see yourself from here to 5 years?
My sales, I think I'm hopeful, you know, that sales are going to be much, much higher in 5 years, because that's another 5 years of building the business. That, of course, depends on a lot of factors, like our economy, which has not been so great. But like everybody else, I'm hopeful that things will turn around. But it's nothing to complain about so far. It's been very good for me. And I have a very strong following and a strong group of people that work with me. So it really helps. But 5 years, the sky's the limit.
Are you the pioneer that create the fashion shows here in Orange County?
Yeah, I create all the fashion shows here. Basically what we do is we do 3 nights of fashion shows. We have 4 to 6 designers each night. This year it was a little bit different. Thursday night and Friday night we had 4 designers each night, and then we did a special event on Saturday night, which was a Leaf. It's a nonprofit group that inspires teenagers and younger people to become filmmakers. So we put together a segment for them, 1 hour to open our show, because it was a call to action, and the very next day was Earth Day. So it was a special thing that we did, and it was very, very successful. We had some of the top brands for action sports in the show, like Etnies and Hurley and Quicksilver. So it was very Element. It was very, very successful, and it brought that whole action sport community into Fashion Week, because usually they don't mix, because action sport I think a lot of the people involved in action sports don't look at it as fashion, and they don't think of it as the same as the designers that are at Fashion Week. Not every designer at Fashion Week is couture. You know, there are t-shirts. We have a beach night that has swimsuits and t-shirts and casual stuff. We have an edgy night that has denim and leather and things like that. And we have, you know, another night that has the nicer, higher-end dresses and things like that. They can blend in with Fashion Week. So it was very good for everybody. But the designers are chosen, and we put out a call for designers. There are designers that we hear about and we approach them, but we put out a call for designers, and people submit, and they have to be approved and juried, and then if they're accepted into Fashion Week, that's when they get to show their collections on the runway.
You are the organizer?
I live in Orange County, and I was traveling back and forth to LA, which was a 45-minute to an hour-and-a-half drive every day, depending on traffic, each way. And I had my offices in LA, and I said, why am I catering to LA? Why why am I not doing this closer to my house? There's so many people in fashion, they're sourcing, there's all kinds of things in Orange County. Why am I going down there? And so I decided to start my own thing. I moved my offices to Huntington Beach, hired some local people in the Huntington Beach, Westminster area. So all my employees are local now, and I do all my stuff is made in the USA. And we were manufacturing in LA before. Now we're manufacturing in Orange County, in Santa Ana and Westminster. So we make everything there. So it's been really good, and we're trying to encourage more people who are in Orange County to do the same, so we can have our own community and build more jobs in Orange County and build more of a network in the fashion industry in Orange County and help each other out.
It's wonderful.
Thank
and
you.
One thing that I noticed, because I was in the show, thank you for inviting me.
You're welcome.
And do you use all teenagers and people in the street? You don't use professional models. You use the people around.
We use a lot of regular people.
Yes, beautiful, but regular.
Yeah, we like to show people that fashion is for everybody, and we want there to be opportunity for everybody. You don't have to be with Wilhelmina or Elite or any of those big modeling agencies. We do have some girls from, like Miss Orange County and Miss Teen California that walk in our shows. We have a lot of the pageant girls that come and walk, and it really helps them when they compete. It gives them more experience. It helps them being in front of a crowd, and they get some good pictures out of it. But we also, we use regular people who are just really gorgeous. The guys are really hot. The girls are really beautiful, and they'll never be Cindy Crawford, but they get to model and live their dream, and they get to do something. Yeah, they're big stars during Fashion Week. They go on the red carpet, they get their pictures taken, they get to wear great stuff on the runway, and their parents come. It's a proud time for them, and their friends come, and it's a big deal. So,
well, thank you, Diana, for collaborating with Let It Shine show.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you.
I wear some of the Diana creations here in a couple of shows. They are beautiful line, and I'm sure that if you try the line, they make you shine too. Thank you.
Thank
for
you
being
so
in Let It
much.
Shine show.
Thank you.
Remember, let it shine.